Good evening, folks. Gonna go live. I hung in there. Oh, that's the light. I hung in there. I'm really happy I did it. My last few deliveries was Carvel, and it is a summer night. It's a beautiful night. I don't miss doing it all day, but I have no regrets because I created a solid platform to work on for the next few decades. Backup plan, you know how that goes. You know, I don't know what I'm doing here. And I'm happy I sucked it up one day. Now I gotta go. Got off track. But it was a slow start today, but a good ending, very local, not the highest payout. I hit 155, and my last 4 drop-offs haven't tipped me yet for Uber Eats, just so you know. Hey guys, what's going on? Not doing it that often in the past couple of months because of what's going on. We are in phase 2. The places are opening. There's money to be made, but everything's closing at 9 or 10 o'clock now. Nothing's staying open. Not yet. The places, well, tonight anyway. I don't think places are staying open till 11 or 12 like they were. You know, maybe Mickey D's or Burger King, Taco Bell, the drive-through, but the privately owned places around town, like this place is closed up. They're closing up. It's 9:45. That's a place that's usually open until 11, 12 o'clock on the weekends, 1 o'clock. So I, I don't miss doing it all day. I'm happy I did it today. I promised myself I would do it one day. And I had more orders than I thought I would. Once it hit like 6 o'clock, it started getting busy. Nighttime. In the middle of the day, you know, it was a slow start. It was good in the morning. In the middle of the day, you know, it got a little dead. It's a great way to earn extra income. I see doing it, a few here, a few there for a little extra income. Not ready to give them up yet. Uber Eats is slamming in this area more than Grubhub. I only had 2 Grubhub, and I turned Grubhub on a few times. Um, Uber Eats is great in Nassau County, Long Island, New York. These apps are a great way to earn extra income. Fill up your gas tank, a few extra dollars. Nothing has changed. But what has changed is I don't miss doing this. Even though it's a beautiful night, I'm like, wow, it's gorgeous. I mean, there's a chill in the air. It's beautiful. It is a gorgeous evening. But do I miss it? Oops. No. Ready for something else. I would rather do it during the day, like for now, until everything settles down with the pauses. Do a few here and there for a little extra income. So I hit my last 5 didn't tip me yet, but I did earn $31 in tips from Uber, $34 because of promotions, and maybe when I get home and I get settled and I give it an hour or two and let everything get caught up, maybe I'm assuming I'll get a couple of more tips. And let's see what happens with the promotions. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have made any money. I just hit 113 miles for the day. That's a lot of miles. But I only used just about a half a tank of gas. There's not a lot of traffic. So that's a lot of miles, but I didn't waste a lot of gas. I had my air on low all day. You know, that's something to tell you because there's not a lot of traffic. It's not the usual traffic that most of us food delivery drivers and rideshare people, you know, we know the deal. So that's pretty good, just under a half a tank. Um, I know I haven't wasted a lot of years and I don't miss it at all. I feel so bad. There's many of the places today and it was still hot. Ah, you just received a tip. Awesome. Um, Dining rooms in a parking lot and not even with a tent or with flowers around it or cut off, just in the parking lot. And the servers, the young people, not all of them are young, full uniform, wearing their masks, full uniform. It's hot. Delivering food and drinks to a parking lot, a few tables in a parking lot. A four top, nobody's 6 feet away. Just, they don't have masks on, they gotta eat. They're not 6 feet away from each other. There were a few setups that they had a nice tent. They had, you know, the plants, all the plants that they probably had in the front or part of landscaping, a part of their landscaping to give it a little bit of a designated area feeling. But who would want to eat in the parking lot in the heat? I would rather go food shopping and eat in my air conditioned apartment or someone's air conditioning. I really feel for them. This forced pause and what's going down and all the things they have to follow. I mean, people are actually sitting. I'm not going to name the few places that I don't want anyone ragging on me that I put down a place. There were a few of them. They just had tables in a parking lot. It was hot as hell. And what was the big thrill? You know, I really feel for the servers because I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. What else? So I did good because of tips and promotion. Grubhub only received 2 orders. One was 11 and change, and one was 9. I watched a few videos. I watched Saying It Like It Is. He had really good points about the pay model of Grubhub changing their pay model. And that guy's pants are below his cheeks. Really? It's like an invitation. Would you like it? um, he did a great video. I'm happy I caught him. He showed up on my feed or whatever you want to call it. And he made a good point. It was a very interesting video. I watched a little bit of Pete. And I also watched someone else that I'm happy I heard it when I took a break. Meet Kevin, if you're into him. He's a financial advisor. He does a lot of things. He's very successful. I need my glasses to see what you wrote. I'm going to pull over and read what you wrote. I'm done. I thought I'd go live one more time on the way home. You know, so like I used to do all the time when I had to work that one summer into the late evening, but you do what you got to do to make your life better. And now, since I look back, I'm sad that I had to struggle that way, but it was worth it. That's just the way it is. Like they say, like the saying goes, well, it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. I'll go around, I'll see, Let's see. I haven't parked there in a while. Good old faithful. So nighttime, that's where the money is in my area. I'll read you a thing. Guys, if you're new to the industry, I know a lot of new people are coming around now because times are tough. People need the income. It's a very good, steady income. That it is. I don't knock it. It's still a great way to earn extra income. There are a lot of opportunities there. Always have a plan B and C in case. And it was worth it today. So with that tip, I definitely hit 160. But guys, you have to take this into consideration. Robin Cornett. Love it when there's no traffic. Yes, the traffic. I did great on gas. I mean, I drove 115 miles. I did great on gas. And I had my air on low all day. That's not a bad deal. My hair's a little crazy, but it was such a beautiful day. I had the windows open, the air on low. I'm so happy I did it today because I won't be doing it the weekend. I'm painting my apartment, so getting everything ready to paint. I'm backbreaking. But worth it. Worth it. I definitely hit 160. Maybe if I get a few more tips, that'd be great. But you have to take into consideration I use some gas and you got to pay your taxes. So I'll just round it off $50. You got to take that out. You got to take that out. I definitely earned $110 after gas and taxes. I'm just rounding it off. I'll subtract $50. So it's not like great pay. And I started at 11:10 this morning, and I did take a break, and it was a slow start. And the middle of the day, I didn't. Yeah, I took like an hour and 20 minutes. I ate, and then I made a cup of coffee, and I came back out, and it was a slow start again. But once it hit like 6:30, then it was like a lot of little quick deliveries in town. I took orders just under 5 because I picked it up over there and I drove it over there and I got a tip. I mean, I didn't go far with those. I did turn down one more. They wanted me to go to Jamaica when I first went back on the road this evening, and I said no. And then they kept me in Merrick and Belmore, and I was fine with that. Merrick, Belmore, Little Freeport again. I was over the line. I was in Merrick and Belmore tonight. In a Little Freeport. I like that. It was really good. It was a good ending. It was a good one day to work. But they try to get you to go to Queens. They always do. Grubhub and Uber Eats, they love to try to send you to Queens. That's a hassle. Hello, Bobby T. Dinner time is the only time worth going out. Well, I started off okay. I think if I do it again next week, I'm going to start like 9:45 in the morning on a beautiful day. Like the mornings right now, because now it's different. You understand, but you're right. There's more of an opportunity to generate, to earn some kind of income in the evening. So it's nice to know the apps are still working. Now I don't have to worry about it if I happen to skip next week. But I plan on, if it's worth working if I could break 100 after taxes and gas, because then you have to tell unemployment because I'm still on that. I'm going to use it until they take it away. They were taking out 39.81 per day when I say I work one day, and that's including the 10% that they take out for taxes. So as long as I break 100 after taxes and gas, it's worth my time. You can't do that. Like a few weeks ago, I wasn't even doing that. I just stopped going out. And we've discussed that, Bobby T. It wasn't worth going out a few weeks ago in this area. It was just like, that's why I took off 2.5 weeks. It wasn't worth my time. I'm happy I hung in there today. It's a beautiful night. It's so beautiful. It's so cool. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous night. And I feel good, like I made a day's pay the old-fashioned way, like hustling and physically working for it. There's a lot to be said for that. In my market, lunch is pretty slow. Yeah, it died this afternoon. I was grateful I had what I had, you know, and small orders, small tips or no tips. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry about that. That does suck. Small tips and no tips. I don't know what the last tip was. I just saw it pop up that I got a tip. So I'm just going to leave that as a direct deposit. I'm not going to put it on my card. And next week, that money will be sent to my checking account. So the apps are still kicking. Uber Eats works in this area. I didn't need to turn on Postmates. And hopefully when I go in and I check my mailbox, I receive the package for the dumpling so I can start it up. So this was worth telling you. There was one more thing. I don't envy the people in the restaurant business. I really feel for them because it was pathetic. A few places I was like, why even bother? That's pathetic. You didn't even take any, like, there was a few of them that had like a tent or a couple of tents and they had the plants around and maybe they have ropes. I don't envy the restaurant business at all. I guess being raised in the business and then, quitting it, like, I guess it's about, time goes fast. Mm. Now you're talking 7 years ago or 8 years ago. I could never do it again. And I didn't even like being in the business the last 10 years I was in it, 12 years. I just, I really feel for them. I look back and I go, I would never want to be in their shoes. I feel so bad. Even the young people, I know they can handle it. I know they're stronger, but they had full uniforms on. They had a mask and they were walking to the other side of the parking lot. It wasn't even like it was next to the side door. I mean, it was on this one place. I was like, is that supposed to be a joke? It's not even next to the side door. Wow. Oh my God. I couldn't believe how they had to walk across a parking lot. I found it disturbing. I didn't appreciate that. I've been crushing it on Uber Eats, chasing bags. What's going on? Chasing bags. Made 191 in 5 hours and 45 minutes last Friday. I'm in Florida. So is Bobby T. Restaurants are definitely struggling. Like, I'm not talking about, I picked up from a couple of, I guess, Mexican places and little restaurants. Like, they have 8 tables inside. This one nice place in Merrick. But they had 2 tables outside and they had one in the back, and I saw, and it was set up very nice. It was very nice. And the people were eating. There was a couple of tables inside and the 2 tables outside with families. It was nice. But they're small places. This one place, I mean, there was a few places I was like, why would you do that to your staff? What is wrong with you? And they were corporate places. I'll tell you that. They weren't privately owned. Little mom and pop shops, family owned. They own a couple of storefronts. It wasn't like that. I was like, damn, why would you do that? Whoever that manager is, they should check it out. Because I felt so bad for them. I got off topic when you said you made 191. That's great. That's pretty good. You subtract whatever your state taxes is. They tell me 30% in New York. Yeah. Subtract a little gas. At least I broke 100. I probably earned like 115 after taxes and gas. Oh, there was another thing I was going to say about the restaurants. Um, it was worth my time, guys. I'm very happy. Thanks for the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Meet Kevin. I was talking about Meet Kevin. I watch him. He's a financial advisor, and I watch a lot of financial advisor channels. I think they're trying to follow the rules. Restaurants here have been closed and fined for not following rules. I know they're struggling. I don't even. I mean, I've been going food shopping twice a month, I'm very grateful. I'm in a stage in my life, and that I can still make it. That I don't have to go to a job. That I have to wear a mask, and I'm not pro masks. So for me, I was just thanking my lucky stars. Like I'm so lucky that I don't have to. Oh, I received another tip. That's two. The last five orders, I guess it's starting to tip now. Um, I would be miserable if I had no other choice and I had to go to work with the visors on. I go across the street and have the visors on and the mask and the gloves up to here and everything's cut off. It's like these poor people that must be suffocating like a plastic bubble and their face is covered. And oh my God. Really feel for workers who are in that position that have to follow. So sad. I'm so grateful that I don't have to be in that position. I had to put my mask on every time I delivered food. And there were a handful of people that said, I'm sorry, I don't have my mask on. I said, I'm doing it because it's expected of me to do it for my job. It doesn't bother me at all. And a few people were like, oh, good. I was like, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. I served some nice people today, very nice people. I did do, I did drive to close Massapequa twice, but I came right back. I did leave the area, but the restaurants I picked up at were Merrick and Belmore, Freeport in the evening. So that's that. It's still worth it, guys. If you're a newbie, you follow the channels. I got off track again. Me, Kevin. I'm happy I caught him today when I ate. We all have a little drama online, and he flat out said, "Nobody's forcing you to watch me. So please stop trying to call me out." He's a very successful YouTube creator, and I watch many of them. They have, 50,000 subscribers. They get, 100 likes in 3 minutes. These people are very talented and they work very hard at running their channels. And he was right today. He just finally had his fill of people claiming he's a clickbaiter. You know, Same thing like in this industry with people put him down. Well, he's trying to keep it fresh and he's trying to keep everyone updated in his niche. Nobody's forcing you to watch them. Somebody got a little huffy and some comments. Nobody's forcing you to watch the videos. You don't have to be here. I don't want to be mean in return, but he was right, and he was right at the right time. I was like, wow, I just read that about my. Thank you, Kevin. You're right. Nobody's forcing you to watch the videos. We're all here to support each other when we feel like it. So during the weekends, while I'm painting, I'm going to catch up with some channels. I haven't listened to the Gig Girl. I haven't listened to a lot of channels, and I'm just going to hear what's going on in their areas. I'm going to put them on in the background while I'm painting because I have pretty much everything taped, wiped off, dust-free, clean, and that's the hardest part when you're painting. And I'm doing a quarter of my apartment and two closets. And I'm going to do it. Prepping is the hardest work if you're going to do quality work. There's no shady trying to take a guessing line. I'm fixing stuff that was done in my place. The prep work is worth it because it produces better quality work. It produces a better finish. That's for sure. So I'm going to catch up with a lot of videos this weekend. I think they're trying to follow the rules. Okay, thank you. Thank you to Kevin. I applied for the grant. Oh, absolutely. Him and a few other people. I got it, and I'm hoping to receive Oh, I want to catch up with that guy too. He's in Florida. Oh, Jason something. He claims that we're all going to get the balance of the $10,000 up to the $10,000 grant. If it happens, that's great. I don't know how. I know many channels are saying that that's going to happen because the SBA changed the rules after the initial people applied for the grants, that we have it coming to us because I checked that box. Yes, I want $10,000 grant to start a business. I have plenty of things to use it for, and I want it to be forgivable. Yes, I have that coming to me. I was one of the first groups that was a part of the rules of SBA, and they're calling the woman out, and she's being investigated. The SBA is being investigated about that. So I'll keep you up to date with that. I have a lot of listening to do while I'm painting. Guys, it was a pleasure. I'm happy I went live in the evening. It's a beautiful night, but I don't miss doing it like the way I did it today. And I work longer days than this, and I don't miss it. But I worked hard to put something together. It was worth it. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a true believer in that. Um, so that's that. Until next time, thank you for joining in. Thanks for the thumbs up. And I'll be catching up with a lot of channels, a lot of videos. I can't think of everyone off the top of my head. And I plan on working one long day next week. I'll probably do it again once next week. I heard phase 4 will not happen until the end of July here, third week of July. And that's pretty tough. I feel so bad for those restaurant people. I don't envy their position in any way. In any way. I would rather do this, earn a little money online, and scrub and paint my own place. You know what I mean? How sad that is, what they have to do. It's going to be some seeing everything unfold now. So hopefully next week we'll start phase 3. I'll let you know. I'll be around, guys. Thanks again. Have a good one. And thank you, everybody. Thanks, Chasing Bags, Bobby T, and everybody else that's watching. Me, Robin Cornett. Thank you too. And I'll see you soon. If you got to work, I hope you earn a lot of money and stay safe. And that's it for now. Have a good one, folks. Bye, guys.